Murray Creed here at Groove Studios in Victoria, British Columbia. Today I'm going to talk about an African rhythm called the Bembe. Now the Bembe is usually looked at in 6/8, but I like to think of it in 4/4 with triplets. That way I can fuse it to playing shuffles and playing funk and playing reggae and things like that. So what I'm going to start with in explaining the Bembe is that if I think of it in triplets, I'm going to keep my hi-hat foot going on the quarter notes. So the hi-hat foot is just going to be doing 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to add the bass drum in on just the 1. So the ostinato with the feet for the Bembe sounds like this. That's pretty straight ahead. Now the challenge is taking the bell pattern and playing the bell pattern against that ostinato. Okay? So the bell pattern is, this is tricky. It's the first and last note of the first triplet, the last 2 notes of the second triplet, the middle note, the second note of the third triplet, and the first and last notes of the fourth triplet. So this makes this a little bit tricky. I'll play the hi-hat foot on the quarter notes, bass drum on the 1, and then the bell pattern against that. Check it out. Now you want to get that totally happening before you try to add in what I call the conga pattern, okay? So just work on that bell pattern, the bass drum and hi-hat until you just completely own that. Once you're totally comfortable with that, try adding in the next part. The next part is, as I say, a conga pattern. You're going to go on top of that ostinato and Bembe bell pattern, okay? Check it out, it goes like this. That's a complex rhythm, okay? But lots and lots of fun when you get it. Now, I love to take that bell pattern and basically add bass drums to every note on the bell pattern, fill in all the spaces of the triplet that are not being played with snare drum. Some ghost notes, one nice big backbeat in there on the 3, and then add the hi-hat foot in on the quarter notes. This is a tricky rhythm as well. I refer to it as the rock Bembe. Okay, so check this one out. I'll start just by playing the bass drum, bell, and snare drum so you can hear what that sounds like, and then I'll add in the hi-hat foot to give it that extra layer of complexity. Okay, check this out. Now, one more step to make this thing sound really, really cool is I start playing parts of that bell pattern as the original African clave pattern, okay? And clave patterns, we all think clave patterns, we think bop, 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 okay? Well, if you tripletize the clave pattern, you get and I'm going to try to play those notes on the bell while playing the bass drums and the rock Bembe and all that stuff. So check this out. See if I can pull this off. All right, that's a lot of fun. Have some fun with that. I call that the rock Bembe, so try that one out.